Naona kuna majenziko na ile. Musangarire. Rigiji mwenyewe ako hapa atawapa hiyo story. Na msiseme My big sister, Martha Karua, may I congratulate you and the entire leadership of the PLP for this historic occasion. And may I also congratulate you for the successful launch of this great party. It's a party that has great history. You've been told by my big brother Mohisa Kitui the history of NARC Kenya. Many of you Gen Zs probably will not remember this history, but it is where we started as a people when we came together to bring about regime change over a regime that had been in power for 40 years. The Nyayo regime, the KANU regime. NARC was a coalition of many parties that came together to achieve that. Before that, they had failed twice to remove Moi from power. In 1992, they were divided when Kibaki, Matiba, Jaramogi were all running separately. They lost to Moi. In 1997, wakati marehemu Wamalwa kijana, Bichari Tingilu, Raila ODINGA na wengine walisimama kura, walipoteza tena 1997, Moi akipata 36% of the vote. So almost 70% of Kenyans rejected him. But he made his way. 2002, we learned our lesson. And amongst the leaders who are there today, I'm proud that Martha Karua has led us here and brought us together to start this journey again. Are you ready to travel this journey? Amongst those who are there with my big sister Martha, we had His Excellency Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. We had Dr. Mohisa Kitui. This was the team that came under NARC with Kibaki and Wamalwa, and they were able to form the government that brought a lot of change, that transformed lives, that gave us a new constitution in 2010, that gave us Vision 2030, that has guided our national development for all these years. This was the team that changed Kenya. So when Martha Karua invited us here today and gave us two words, unite and PLP, unite, those are two very critical issues I want you to remember today. Because it's as a result of that unity that change was achieved in Kenya. Without unity, we will not be able to succeed. And wanasema ukarimu huanzia nyumbani, vile vile umoja huanzia wapi? Nyumbani. So Martha Karua has not just told us empty words. Leo tukiwa hapa, she has led by example. Yeye amekaa na ndugu yake Rigiji. Hawa wawili were rivals in the last election. Hawa walikuwa running mates. Moja wa Kasongo, mwingine wa baba. Leo wamesema wanakuja pamoja, mmoja akiwa baba wa mlima, mwingine akiwa mama wa. So Martha, you have led by example. Having Rigiji here, going to his home, and I'm told you've been Wamunyoro to bring the mountain together. You have led by example. We congratulate you and we're terribly proud of you. For the young people today, the message of unity is not just about parties, not just about these seasoned politicians, party leaders and political parties. The unity that made us succeed in the first liberation was across generations. We had young Gen Zs like Dedan Kimathi who paid the ultimate price. But we had old men like Jomo Kenyatta who came together and formed the first government. That was the first liberation. In the second liberation, we had young Turks like Mohisa Kitui, James Orengo. They were very young. But they were able to come together with seasoned old guards like Jaramogi, Masinde Muliro. That is how we were able to remove Moi from power. Today, as we talk about unity, we want unity of not just political leaders. We want unity of all leaders, young and old. And today we invite you, the Gen Zs, because you are the game changers in the journey ahead of us. Musiseme hamutaki kufanya na hawa wazee. Hamutaki wanasiasa. Ya kwamba you are leaderless, you are fearless. Today we want to tell you, kidole kimoja hakui chawa. Our unity, the seasoned politicians, the Gen Zs, the millennials, civil society, the church will make sure that we send William Ruto back home to Sugoi. Are you ready to unite with us? Sisi tuko tayari. Mwisho, there is the issue of liberty. To liberate, Martin Luther King once said, freedom or liberty is never given by the oppressor. It must be demanded by the oppressed. So when we are talking about liberty, about liberating our country, we must know that William Ruto will not hand over power, will not give us time to liberate this country. We must demand and make him go home to Sugoi. So that is why we're here today. And we start by saying that as leaders, what I see here is a team that is capable of leading this country. Martha Karua is eminently qualified to be the 6th President of the Republic of Kenya. Stephen Kalonzo is qualified to be the 6th. Gachagua is qualified. Wamalwa, hata huyu Morara, he's qualified. Hata Gen Z pia, you are qualified to lead this country. Lakini leo nataka niwaambie ya kwamba sisi sote hatuwezi tukaongoza mara moja. At different times we may lead, but there'll only be one president at a time. Leo nataka niseme kama Eugene Wamalwa, if I'm honored to be that flag bearer, I will not let you down. But if I'm not honored to take that position, and the first amongst equals amongst us takes that position as our flag bearer, mimi Eugene Wamalwa nitakuwa wa kwanza kumunga mkono kwa dhati tutoe Kasongo. Now that is the position as DAP Kenya. We have said we are ready to unite, to liberate our country. And to do so, we must be prepared to bear any burden, to make any sacrifice, to support any friend, and to oppose any foe, including our former allies who are leaving the side of the people and joining Kasongo. We will be ready to meet them. Omundo Humundu. Are you ready? Are you ready? So today, that is the position we want to say. And as my good teacher, Professor Kibwana, has said, if the Gen Zs who started the liberation on the 25th of June were able to sacrifice, they were able to pay the ultimate price, who are we not to sacrifice? Even if it means that sacrifice will be of our ambitions to be president, even if that sacrifice would be to make way for others, today we want to say that we are ready for that. So sitaki niseme mengi, nataka niseme ya kwamba liberation. Why are we saying we want to liberate our country? Because our country has broken down. We have a broken government. Today is the 9th day clinicians are on strike. Today, doctors are starting their strike. We were with head teachers yesterday. Capitation is not coming to our schools. Walimu wanalia, wanafunzi wa university wanalia help. Na najua makomrade mko hapa. Magavana wanalia sababu devolution as we speak. Ile disbursement ya devolution haikuji on time, and William Ruto is an existential threat to our devolution program. So we must liberate our country from the existential threat to democracy, ambayo anataka kuwa multi-party democracy. Existential threat to devolution, ambayo anataka kuwa devolution. So that is why we are here today, to unite, to work together as one team, to ensure that on the 10th of August, 2027, Kasongo asonge aende wapi? Atoke State House asonge wapi? No. Sahau ile medu alisema asonge from State House asonge wapi? Naivasha. Kutoka Naivasha asonge wapi? Kutoka Nakuru asonge wapi? Kutoka Eldoret asonge wapi? Aende asiende. Kasongo asonge asisonge. Asante, Mungu awabariki.
Thank you very much, Honorable Eugene. I'd like now to invite the party leader, Safina Party, Honorable Jimmy Wanjigi.
PLP. Kwani muko na njaa? Leo ni siku ya PLP. Hata mavazi yangu unaona ni ya PL. My dear sister Martha, my good friend, tuko hapa kwa ajili ya wewe. You have been a source of courage and excitement to us. You have been a source of friendship to us. You have been there when this country needed heroes. You have been there when we needed champions. And Martha, we are here with you. Martha, we are here with you. Wa viongozi wote ambao mko hapa, yangu yatakuwa machache. We are here to celebrate the branding of a party called NAK Kenya to People's Liberation Party. Munanisikia sasa? Munanisikia vizuri? And Martha has recognized ya kwamba